Good morning. Well, good afternoon, close to good afternoon. Oh yes, good afternoon. Today I have Tracy and she will be asking me questions. Vivi so far is sitting with me, my beautiful mixture of Moped and Shih Tzu and Yorkie. Really smart girl. And I'm ready to answer questions that Tracy will ask me and you send to her.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to announce that tomorrow I will have a reading Zoom meeting with from Diane's Tarot. We never met, we never spoke yet. She just invited me and I sent email that I'm going to do it. So
make sure you check out her page tomorrow to see, or I'm assuming it will get posted tomorrow. So
I think so,
to see that. Yeah. And thank you everyone for submitting questions. If you would like to submit a question for next week, you can send them to psychicvioletta.questions@gmail.com, and a copy of the email can also be found below in the description.
And happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. Tracy has a green outfit and I have that very...
Our shades of green.
Yeah, instead of shades of gray. Okay, so I'm ready to be asked.
All right, so my first question is from Mia. Is the Piri Reis map of 1513, which showed Antarctica without the ice before it was discovered, is it real?
It is real, and I see a spaceship helping someone from the spaceship helping someone to draw this. So it is related to influence from the galactics, from someone who came to Earth and was helping that person to draw the map. I see a spaceship and with the pendulum going down, and so some information were from above. It's amazing piece of this is puzzle of our history, because it's so unbelievable that they knew in 1530 that much about the Earth and that continents and map, so everyone can check that one. And very famous
explorer, cartographer, map maker?
Map maker, cartographer, yeah.
And did you want to use the
cards? Yes. And Vivi, you have to let me to be free. So can I just her to because I will be squeezing her, she doesn't like that.
Whoa!
Oops. I will have to put them the way they are. They might be coming upside down, but that's okay. I usually don't do upside downs because I think it's enough negativity that I don't have to deal with the negativity. But if it's coming, it was meant to be, and they are very slippery, those cards.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should help. Maybe you will be the best helper. She has psychic smell, or she should work on the airport. There is no way you can hide something from her and she wouldn't find. 3 cards.
1.
I have 2.
2.
Yes, and 1 more.
3.
It was such an easy task for someone who was doing this. So that person was thinking, maybe it was intuitive person that was able to draw this. It's impossible that he did that for fun. But it looks like he wanted to share with people all the knowledge of the information with the family, with people, and yes, from the judgment. Judgment is from above. It looks like from the different sources coming from out of space.
Interesting. Thank you for that question.
And we can judge, and these maps are quite correct
Mm-hmm.
to someone in that long time ago, and we don't know how many years prior it was drawn.
Yeah,
But-
it's neat actually. If you guys Google it, it's quite neat. They show you as the surviving piece of it.
Yeah, it is authentic, and it was known by scientists for so many years that was already discovered in 1530.
Mhm.
So this is amazing piece of history and puzzle.
From Melanie, with the vaccine, will travel return to normal?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, it will be more than normal. People are starving for over a year. That will be like tsunami. People will be traveling crazy. Everyone would like to see their families, their friends. We were stuck. We are feeling like we are prisoners of it. And good harvest for anyone who will have a business related to traveling. That would be great. They will recover. It will take, but it will be much faster because now no one will take anything for granted, not
Yeah.
postponing when I will retire.
Yeah.
Everyone will be doing everything now, today.
Yeah.
We will have different mentality.
Do you call for that?
Yeah, I did
Oh,
that.
yes.
The 3 cards, yeah. Good.
And there goes my head. All right. From Christine, how safe and effective will the children's vaccine be found to be?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
I guess not that safe, yes?
I don't think she's ever barked on my lap before. What? What's wrong?
Go.
Go down? Go down. We'll see.
She can hear so well. They will achieve the goals, but not everyone will be that safe, so they have to adjust how much they can give it to the children, and there will be some worries. And I saw like that, the hands connected. And because she was acting strangely, I don't know if I'm completely sure that will be something that everyone should run until they check.
Yeah.
Because 5,000 kids, it's not enough to test. They should test far more before they will make diagnosis that the children's it's like that. Connected, close. But the cards are not that great on it.
Mm. She had a follow-up question here. Will they be available before the schools open in the fall?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
I see a symbol of tulip. Tulip is the spring flower, so maybe next year in spring. Yeah, surprise. So there will be some surprises, and people have to be sure that they are safe, and then they can get and vaccinate more. So there will be some surprises, and they have to be reliable. So I don't think they will be pushing too far for this until the spring. That the tulip is symbol of spring.
Okay. From Vanessa, where do you see Harry and Meghan's marriage in the future?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
At the beginning, they are eating with the same spoon. So they are like lovebirds. Eventually they are sitting backwards to themselves, and she is playing different instrument, and he is playing trumpet, and she is playing some violin. And they are sitting back to each other. So that doesn't look that they will be forever together. They will be stuck, maybe, but I don't think they will be very much like lovebirds with the same spoon. Security, for the security, they have to be together. They are still good in sex. I think eventually he will feel connected more to the royal family, so he would like to go his way.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be the story of the, I don't know, decade.
Yeah. And it's like two shoes that they don't match each other, kind of. But they have right now. They started to have the second baby, so they will be at the nice stage of being.
And still making music together.
They will still make music. Yeah, that's the one thing. But the completely different instruments.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a huge trumpet, and she has the big violin. So, and they are sitting backwards to each other.
Mm-hmm.
You be the judge.
I was going to say, maybe you guys should give your input on that one.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I have another one from Vanessa. Did Meghan actually face racism in the royal family, or was it purely criticism which she misunderstood to be racism? She says, Vanessa says, as an African, I believe it is important to know if they were actually racist to her or if she misinterpreted.
And when they were getting married, I did the video about that. And I said that she will never be accepted. It's not only that it's the color of the skin, because when you are looking at her, you don't think about her skin color. Don't even compare her with, that she's not white. To me, she's white. And the same with Kamala Harris. I don't see them. What?
So my opinion is, see the color, respect the race and the history, but that we all still should be treated as equals.
Equal, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. To me, that they are not colorful, but it's the way. But because she was not from royal family. No.
Mm-hmm. Not from the same rankings.
Yeah. That was the big issue for them as well. It's not only the color. It was the issue that she was under.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so then in answering the question, did she actually face racism, or was it criticism which she misunderstood?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
No, she understood what she understood, and it was correct. I see Floyd's symbol of picture of Floyd. Yeah, I think she was hurt by feeling that they are not accepting her because of the color. She was angry, and she knew that's what it is. And Queen of Swords, she knew she has a baby, and she was fighting for the baby. Why the baby is not getting the same rights as other children from his brother. And she loves her baby. She is a good mother, so it was painful. And when they were talking about the color of the baby, that was too much for her.
I just hate, yeah. So,
and because I'm not racist, I feel different because I was not exposed to racism in Poland. My brother first time saw a black man in the window, and he was 5 years old on the parade, and there was a student building, and there was a student who was black. And my brother, why is he black? He was so fascinated. So my mom bought him a black dove. So he was having his own black dove, because, when you are seeing something different, you are completely happy about this. But that's the way we grew up. Poland is, to this day, very don't letting anyone to come to Poland.
Yeah, they're not big on immigration.
No, they are not. They are very strict.
From Alex, will we get off of using fossil fuels in Canada within 10 years?
We will what?
Will we, will we discontinue using fossil fuels in Canada within 10 years?
3 parts.
1, 2, 3.
I still see a ship going through the ice water, so they might have to go through the North Territories. I think they were still going to use this. It is still kind of reliable for our country, and it will be hard. They will change, they will go mostly for the different one, but they need to rely on the old fuels as well. And Canada will be probably famous out of it. So that there is so much, not everything will be pure, clean. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's not...
It's hard when we use so much of oil in so many different products, and that not just, for our cars, but I mean, yeah, like if you've ever done a Google search on different things that oil products are used in, like it's everywhere. We use it for everything. It's going to take us quite a long time to be able to.
It will be nice, but it's not. They are icebreakers, because I saw the icebreakers ship. They will try it, but it will take forever, because you put the icebreaker, but behind them the ice is still going back together.
Yeah.
So they will try it to do the best job, but I'm not promising that they will be very successful. It will take a long time to go with it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Alex, for that question. This one's from Pat. There was a clairvoyant named Edgar Case, and he said there was a hall of records at the Great Sphinx of Giza. Is it real? Were the records ever secretly removed?
Okay, and when I was talking about Sphinx, I said that to me it was a laboratory of the trying to play with the DNA, people to make half humans, half animals. So I wouldn't be surprised that that's what it was. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Holy Grail? Grail, yeah, the goblet, yeah. So there was something there. It's still there. Yeah, but we don't even know what to look for. When you will see microfilm chip from the watch, you wouldn't even know that in the sun that's what it is.
Still hidden.
Still hidden, yes. Yes, they did the magic. They were very proud what they were doing. A lot of animals, a lot of research. So they were, eventually we might be able to figure out something, but it's not going to be full-time full recovery, full restoration, full information. Because if 200 years ago someone will see a battery, what would they do? They will leave it and that will destroy it itself. They wouldn't know what is real, what is not.
Great question, Pat. Thank you.
And if something was small, that would be easy
to overlook.
Over the smith, and then with the sand, maybe it was destroyed.
Mm-hmm. Or just like wiped away or buried further.
Yeah.
Neat. Very neat. From Alyssa, going back to monarchy again here, is the Queen still interfering in her grandchildren's lives by telling them who they can, who they cannot marry, or going so far as to instigate divorce?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Not too much she can do anymore. It's like the petals of the flowers are gone. Love me not.
Yep.
So it's nothing she can do because they did what they wanted to do it. Maybe for William, she was able to tell him who he can marry. Harry backstabbed her. He did what he wanted to do. So she knows that the whole world is watching. She can't do too much. It's powerless. It's, yeah, her attitude is gone. The kids play their own games.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even her son.
Yeah, he divorced with Diana, and then he remarried the woman that Queen didn't approve.
Okay, my last question from Tara. Does the Queen at age 94 personally feel any sense of regret or responsibility for things that have happened in the past within the monarchy?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
She thinks that she was doing everything perfect, that it was up to her, what she was able to do with her the advisor. So she was using advisor. I see her sitting with the table with advisors, and she's wearing the coat, like symbol of power, white coat and crown. So she was always thinking ahead what will be the best for the country. So that way she thought that that's what she is doing, and she doesn't have too many regrets.
Interesting.
She feels she was wonderful as a mother of the country. She knows people don't trust her. Sorry, but she was fighting for everything all the time. She wanted to be she wanted to protect her country, her crown, her status. So she wanted to do as good job as possible. My mother is a little bit older, 3 years older than her, and the age that she is in and the work that she is doing, I can only admire her. Because it's not easy job that she is, and the stress that the children and grandchildren are causing her, and the stress of being in the position that she is in. Thank you so much for watching us, and please send questions to Tracy. And if you want me to answer some questions, so put them on the comment section. I'm as good as you let me to be when I'm choosing your questions, and I'm not planning what I will see. I don't use my logic mind when I'm answering. Yesterday I was so shocked when lady asked me if she will be, I'm not giving the name, but if her business will make $1 million a year. And I saw a straw with the bubbles. And I said, I don't know how to read this. At the first moment, sometimes I don't understand. And then I said, bubbles are symbol of zeros, so as many zeros as you want to do, and one number before, so whatever number in front of you can put, and the zeros will follow. So I'm not sometimes aware what I will see, but that's the fun for me. I love to come up with some idea, to figure out what that meant. Mm-hmm.
And if you would like to have a private booking with Violetta, remember you can go to her website, psychicvioletta.com, and there's a booking option on there, so you can have a one-on-one time with her, either over Skype or Zoom or phone call.
And remember that the time on the calendar is Alberta time, so always check Alberta, Canada, and your place on the Google, what the difference in time. Google is very good with that, so you will right away know how many hours ahead, East Coast and West Coast.
Finding the time change.
Yeah, East Coast is 2 hours ahead, West Coast we are 1 hour ahead to California, so it's...
And then you add the daylight savings time into there. Anyways, use the Google when all else fails. Circle of the And remember, please, about me and Diana's, to watch Diana's channel tomorrow. And what we want to pray today for. Today I want to pray for peace, an inner peace, and an understanding. It is so easy for us to judge one another, but I want you to remember too, we should always look upon each other through God's eyes, to the best of our ability, to try and not let our ego stand in our way and create judgment, but to find a peace and an understanding for one another, and to share our light and our positive energy with one another.
Thank you. And we have to pray for people who are suffering with mental illnesses, that they will be getting help before it's too late, so that they have the families, when they see that someone is struggling, if they can help, that will be great. There should be some law that will help people to be forced to help the person that needs help, because what yesterday was happening with that young man who was suffering with mental illness, sex addiction, that should never happen. He shouldn't be causing that much drama for people. Please stay safe, positive, enjoy yourself, and be with love. Create love. Thank you. Thank you for watching.